Thank you. I'm so very inspired to be here today and honored. As a Broadway actor, I was thrilled to learn that there is a long-standing connection between Damon Runyon, a highly respected organization focused on finding ways to prevent, diagnose, and cure all types of cancer, and Broadway. I know there is no one in this room that has not been touched by cancer, including myself, my husband, Broadway actor Jason Daniely, the actor, writer, and cancer survivor Ben Scheuer, both of whom are here today, and many, many of our colleagues in the Broadway community. Since the 1950s, Broadway theaters have partnered with Damon Runyon to provide tickets for the best seats to virtually all Broadway shows, and all the money goes to support cancer research. In fact, the program was developed by legendary Broadway team of Rodgers and Hammerstein and their producer, Leland Hayward. The goal of this partnership was to help fund the overhead of the foundation so that 100% of the donations would go to scientists racing to find the cures, as we've heard today. And that promise remains true today. And over the years, millions of dollars have been raised between the partnership of Damon Runyon and Broadway, including more than $10 million since 2000. Damon Runyon's strategy of investing in new talent with innovative ideas is not only brilliant, but it really resonates with me. It makes me think of the countless young writers and composers who have transformed Broadway over the years, many of whom I've had the privilege of working with, all the way from Stephen Sondheim, Kander and Ebb, Ahrens and Flaherty, Lin-Manuel Miranda, Pasek and Paul, just to name a few. There is nothing more powerful than people who bring a new voice and creativity to this world. One of the reasons I am here today, and the reason I feel so deeply about this cause, is because a little over 2 years ago, May 6th, 2015 to be exact, I was diagnosed with stage 4 ovarian cancer that had spread to my bowel. I spent that day at Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center meeting my amazing surgeon, Dr. Nadim Abu Rustam. And Dr. Abu Rustam sort of plotted out the next number of months of my life, what they would be with treatment and surgery and everything. And after I left Sloan Kettering that afternoon, I walked to City Center because I was opening that night in the City Center Encore's revival of the musical Zorba, the Kander and Ebb musical Zorba. And I played the leader and I started the show. And I stepped out on stage and I sang, "Life is what you do while you're waiting to die." And I thought, wow, Kander and Ebb are scoring my life right now. I went through 12 weeks of chemotherapy, which I have renamed healing therapy. I had major surgery, then 12 more weeks of healing therapy. In January of 16, we found out that I was in remission. I got right back on Broadway. I played Anna Leon Owens in the revival of The King and I last year. As the show closed last June, the end of last June, we found that my cancer had recurred. And it took a while to find the next healing therapy that would work for me. And I just have to give a major shout out to my husband, Jason Daniely, who is here. As any of you know, you all know because you've all dealt with cancer, the caretaker, the partner that walks with you through this I can't even explain how important it is. And my husband has been my rock and has been with me every step of the way. So I just want to applaud my husband because he's amazing and he's here and I love him so much. We have found the next healing therapy that is working. I'm in treatment still twice a month, but thank you to my amazing team, not only Dr. Abu Rustam, but my oncologist, Roshino Carroll. I am so grateful to be standing here today to share my story with you. So I want to thank Damon Runyon for funding this research because, as many of you know, there is no early detection test for ovarian cancer. It is usually not diagnosed till it is stage 4. So my hope is that one of the Damon Runyon scientists might find that test and might even find the cure. So I thank you to Damon Runyon for its work, to the scientists who I'm so inspired by hearing your stories today and for meeting some of you. It's truly amazing to me. And I actually thanking the Broadway theaters too for partnering in this life-saving work. Thank you.